recording. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And we are not going to be sitting today. We are going to be standing up today, as we are going to start with a more yang approach in today's practice. And make sure you have your tennis ball and your myofascial release ball, because we are going to start with a little bit of plantar fascia release. Yeah. So remember, plantar fascia is on the foot, and we are going to start opening the feet, and then we go into the rest of the body. So place the tennis ball or the myofascial release ball into your toes on the right foot. Now start pressing and rolling the ball back until your heel, and then turning back and come back again into your toes. So start rolling, adding some pressure into the right foot and really working into the whole plantar fascia, into the whole sole of the feet, and just releasing the tension into the feet. Yes, maybe you can do some of them softer and some of them a little bit with more pressure to work deep into the fascia. Let's do 3 more here, maybe 3 more deep breaths. Good, and stop and release. Release your right foot down and separate your feet hip width distance apart, and just take a moment to feel, just to feel the sole of the right foot and the left foot and the difference in between both. And notice how even the right leg might feel different than the left leg after working with the sole of the right foot. Let's go to the other side. Let's go to the left. So put in the ball on your toes, the beginning of the middle of the toes, and now rolling back to your heel, pressing and rolling back, pressing and rolling back, and really feeling the muscle of your foot releasing. Just a few more rounds. Try to move the ball around the feet, especially those areas that feel more tight. See if you can work a little bit deeper there. Maybe adding a little more pressure. Nice. Let's take 3 more breaths, 3 more rounds. Good, and release. Release the left foot down into the mat, and take a moment to feel. Just take a moment to feel your body standing, feeling your feet, maybe a little bit warmer after working with them, with the sole of the feet, with your toes. Feel them. See if you are maintaining the natural curve of your foot, the bridge of the foot. So it feels like there is 3 points where you're pressing with your feet, the heels and the end of the toes. You're pressing into the floor. We're going to take a moment here just to do the grounding work, as we are starting with our feet, the first connection to the earth. Now moving into the legs, feeling into your legs, noticing how it feels, the leg today, maybe a little bit tired, or maybe you are fully energized today. Just checking in with your legs, with your hamstrings, with your quadriceps, moving a little bit higher into your pelvis, into your hips. In your pelvis, maybe you notice that you are tilting the pelvis backwards. And maybe you readjust once you are aware of it. Maybe you just drop the tailbone towards the earth. And in this way, we can find that neutral position with our pelvis. And in that way, also, you feel that the spine becomes a little more straight. Always maintaining that natural curve of the spine. And from here, open the chest, roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears. And feel also the lengthening onto the back of the neck, just by dropping the chin. And imagine that someone is pulling you up from the crown of the head. You're growing a little bit taller. So the position of your body can affect you physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically. Everything is connected. So really feeling into the body, really noticing how the body feels. And from here, bringing the hands together in front of the heart, connecting in the Anjali Mudra, thinking about your personal intention. What is your aim for today's practice? Where is your dedication? And on the exhale, release your hands down. Once you're ready, you can open your eyes. Good. So from here, you can just put the tennis ball to the side, as we are going to just take a break from it. And just with your eyes open, with your eyes closed, you can choose. We are going to start shaking, yes. And I really, as you know, like this practice because it helps us to move the energy that is stuck in the body. So let's start by doing a little bit of shaking, and you can keep your eyes closed if that feels like a little more helpful for you to stay into your body. I always do this practice with my eyes closed anyways. Yeah, so we are going to start shaking, but I don't want just to shake because we are doing this. I want you to feel the shake from the inside and see where you are holding tension. So maybe you feel that the pelvis is with tension, and maybe you shake your pelvis a little bit faster. Maybe you are holding tension on your shoulders and you want to shake your shoulders or your arms, maybe your hands, maybe your legs. You can like shake one leg, the other leg, and really feel the shake from the inside. And I was doing this practice the other day and really tuning into the tension. And once you feel the tension, see if you can go there and see if you can shake that area. And shake, 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 shake. Shake your whole body, but really with awareness, by feeling, not just doing it, but actually doing it with that feeling of presence. Good. See where it is. It's in your right side of the body, left side of the body. See if you can shake a little bit more. No one is watching you, so you can be as crazy as you want. You can even side out, make sounds, wherever it feels good. And as I say, this is a really therapeutic practice. It allows you to shift, to remove, to release the stagnant tension, the stagnant energy. Good. Last 3 breaths here. Almost there. Now we start slowing down the shake, just slowing down until we stop. When you stop, again, come back into that feeling. Feel the buzz, feel the energy. running through the body. Maybe you feel a little bit warmer as we are ready to start moving and activating that chi, that prana, moving through you. Good. And in the next inhale, lift your arms up and bring your feet together. Interlock your fingers and get a deep stretch. So press your feet down. We have been working a lot with the feet. So really feeling into your feet, into your toes, into your heels, and press down and keep your pelvis into a neutral position. And now lift your hands towards the ceiling. Good. And on the exhale, bending forward, releasing your hands down, all the way down. Good. Bend the knees if it feels too much. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, coming up, all the way up. Bringing the arms up and look to your thumbs. And on the exhale, bending forward. Diving forward, down into the mat. 3 more. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bending forward and down. Inhale, coming up, all the way up. Look to your thumbs and feel the stretch of your whole body. And on the exhale, diving forward again. Hands into the mat. 2 more. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, move with your breath. Inhale, lifting up and reaching your arms up and feel the energy of your arms, of your legs. And exhale, bending forward again. Last round. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, lifting up, all the way up, all the way up. And on the exhale, bending forward and down. And stay here. Stay in here this time. Separate your feet hip width distance apart. And bring your hands into the opposite elbow. And swing to the right and swing to the left. And feel the tissue of your ribs. Yes. The right side, the left side. Swing into the right, swing into the left. You may even feel into your hips. And on the exhale, back to center. Hands down into the floor. Left hand into the middle of the mat, bending your left knee. And the right leg is straight as much as you can. And in the inhale, lift your right arm up. And open the chest. And open your arm towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, release your right hand down. Moving slowly, yes. Bending your right knee. Left arm up, open the chest. And on the exhale, release your left hand down. One more round. Inhale, right arm up. See if you can go a little bit deeper into your right hip and also the first twist of the practice. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. Open the chest. Exhale, release your left hand down. Good. From here, interlock your fingers behind your back and feel the stretch into your shoulders. You can swing to the right again and to the left. So one shoulder goes up, the other one down. Yes, opening the chest. And it's okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just have to help you to open your body, to open your chest, your shoulders. As long as we are doing it, as long as we are feeling it, we are doing it. Yes, as long as we feel that deep stretch on the shoulders, on the arms. And come back to the center, release your hands down slowly. Now opening your feet and bending the knees and coming into a squat. From this squat, we are gonna do a variation of this squat like a child's pose. We are gonna walk the hands forward, walking the hands forward and pressing the fingertips into the mat. Yes, activating the energy of the hands, of the arms. And little by little, walking a little bit farther, the hands down, feeling the opening into the hips as well. Breathing deeply. Good, now slowly we are gonna walk the hands back towards your feet, little by little, until your hands are close to your feet. Good, press your hands into the floor and lift up the legs. Good, from here, we are gonna walk the hands forward and the feet back, and we are gonna come into a downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good, inhale, sending the chest forward, coming forward like in a wave. And on the exhale, bending the knees and sending the hips back like in an active child's pose and lifting the hips up. Yes, inhale, offering the heart forward, coming forward like in a wave. And on the exhale, bending the knees, sending the hips back and up. 3 more, inhale, forward, exhale, hips back and up. Good, 2 more, inhale, forward, exhale, bending the knees. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. And coming back into a downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bending your right knee, bending your left knee, just walking the hips here, right to left, feeling into the body. I'm not taking any particular pose, but just moving into this downward facing dog, moving from side to side. Good, inhale forward into a high plank. And on the exhale, knees, chin and chest into the mat, tailbone up. Inhale, slide your chest forward into cobra. Exhale, offering your heart down, forehead down. 3 more rounds in cobra. Inhale. So feeling into your spine. See how high you can go, or how high your back allows you. And on the exhale, down. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Keep your core active. Exhale. This is the beginning of the back bending series. Inhale. Back bending sequence. Exhale, down. 1 more. Inhale. And this time stay here. Opening the chest, looking over the right shoulder. Back to center. Looking over the left shoulder. Back to center. Exhale, release your chest down. Curse your toes under. Inhale, press the floor with your hands and coming into a high plank. And on the exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Let's stay here for 5 deep breaths into downward facing dog. And inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the mouth. 1 more, inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the mouth. Good. Inhale, right leg up. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Exhale, bending your right knee on, open your hip, looking under your right shoulder. Feeling the opening on the right leg. Good. And on the exhale, step in the right foot in between the hands. And release your left knee down. Good. And then in Vinyasa, inhale, arms up, moving into cactus arms. Exhale, bending the arms, open the chest. Yes, good. Inhale, 2 more, arms up. Exhale, bending the arms, cactus. Last one, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bending the arms, stay here, open your fingers. Good. And see if you can sink a little bit deeper into your hips, and on the exhale, hands down. Hips back into half Hanumanasana, flex your right foot and bending forward. Good, long deep breath. Still opening up the body. Inhale, offering the heart forward, walking the hands forward, lifting the left knee off the mat, and lifting the arms up, all the way up. Good. And bring your hands together. And make a fist with your hands and also like just pointing the index finger up like a weapon, right? Like, I don't know if it's a weapon, but I love weapon, whatever. And lifting from the index fingers, lifting up, opening the chest and keeping your hips really strong. Keeping your left leg really strong. Good. Little bit higher, the arms, good. And on the exhale, hands down. Bringing your left foot forward, bending forward and down. Uttanasana. Inhale, bending the knees, arms up, chair pose. Coming into chair, good. And on the exhale, bring your arms back, your chest towards your thighs and arms back. Yeah, so we stay in chair, but with the arms back. You're gonna do 3 more. Inhale, arms up, chair. Exhale, arms back, chest towards your thighs. 1 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back towards the back of the room. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bending forward. Dive forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk your feet back. And you can bring your knees, chin, and chest, or maybe the full chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, opening the chest. Exhale, bending forward and back into downward facing dog. Good. Stay in downward dog. Just adjusting a little bit so you can see me better. Good. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bending your left knee, opening the hip. And step the left foot in between your hands. So moving into the same sequence that we did on the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Good, 2 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Last one, inhale. Exhale and stay here, opening the fingers, opening the arms and the chest. And on the exhale, hands down, sending the hips back and flex your left foot, bending forward. And feel here, the hamstrings on the left leg. And in the next inhale, offering your heart forward, pressing the left foot down, pressing the hand side to side of the left foot, and leave your right knee off the mat. From here, arms up, inhale. And interlock your fingers, index finger and thumb together, pointing up. And see if you can go deeper with your hips, yeah, maybe lower, and with your arms higher. Like someone is pulling you up with your arms. And on the exhale, sinking a little bit deeper on the hips, on the lower body. And in the inhale, growing a little bit taller. Last one, exhale, sinking deeper. Inhale, growing taller. Good. And release your hands down. And step the right foot forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees. Arms up, chair pose. Good. Chair pose. And on the exhale, arms back, chest towards your thighs. Keeping your knees bent. Inhale, arms up. Chair. Exhale, arms back, chest towards your thigh. Keep your belly engaged. Inhale, arms up. Last one. Exhale, bringing the arms back. Inhale, last one. Exhale, bending forward, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk or jump your feet back, coming into a high plank. Knees, chin, and chest, or full chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Release. One more. Inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the mouth. Release. No one can hear you, so you can be as loud as you want. Good. Then in the next inhale, lift the right leg up. And on the next exhale, bring your right knee towards your forehead and round the spine. 3 more. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee towards your forehead, rounding the spine. Inhale, move with your breath. Exhale, knee towards the forehead. Last one, inhale. Exhale, knee towards the forehead. Stay here, looking forward, stepping the right foot in between the hands. Release your left heel down, arms up. Warrior one. Yes, warrior one here. With your left heel on the mat. And this is just a preparation for our humble warrior. So releasing your arms behind your back, interlock your fingers, open the chest, and bending forward, offering your heart forward. Bringing your arms behind your head and stay here for 3 deep breaths. Good, inhale. Lifting up on the inhalation, lifting the chest, lifting the arms all the way up. And on the exhale, hands down, lifting the left heel off the mat and walking the left foot a little bit closer to the right, moving into pyramid pose. Yeah, so for pyramid pose, we try to keep the hips into the same alignment, into the same line. So you can try to bring your hands into your hips just to make sure that they are in the same line. If not, bring your left foot a little bit closer. Makes it much easier when the hips are aligned. And then the exhale, bending forward. So your hands can be on the floor, or maybe into a pray position behind your back. 3 deep breaths here. Strong legs. Also making that effort of support, of grounding with your feet. And inhale, lift the chest, hands down, and walk the hands a little bit farther and lifting the right leg up. Lifting the left leg up. Left leg, I think I say right before, left. Right hand pressing into the floor and lifting the left arm up into Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe even taking a hold of your left foot and opening the chest. It's like a mild back bend. Good. Maybe even looking up towards the ceiling if you feel it can be an option for you. Go ahead. Exhale, left hand down. And bringing your left foot back, right foot back. Plank pose, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee towards the forehead. Rounding. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, knee to the forehead. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, knee to the forehead. Stay here, looking forward. Step in the left foot in between the hands. Release your right heel down, right heel, and lift the arms up into warrior one. Yes, nice. Stay in warrior one. Transitioning into humble warrior, interlacing the fingers behind the back, opening the chest, adjusting the feet if you need, and bending over the left leg and sending the arms behind. So keeping both feet, especially the back foot, pressing down, supporting your body. And in the next inhale, lift the chest, lifting up, all the way up, arms up. Exhale, hands down. And step the right foot closer to the right, to the left. Moving into pyramid. Yeah, so if you feel that your hips are not square, you can bring your hands into your hips. See if they're in the same line. Maybe bringing the right foot a little bit closer. Preparing here, exhale, bending forward, hands into the floor or hands into reverse prayer. Feeling really that foundation, a strong foundation with your feet. This pose is a complex one, even though it feels or seems easy, but it's quite strong. Exhale, hands down. Look forward, walking the hands forward a little bit more, and lift your right leg up this time in Ardha Chandrasana. Lifting the right arm up once you feel ready. Good, keep breathing. Holding here. If you would like to go deeper, you can take out, you can hold your foot, going deeper into the back bend. First. And on the exhale, right foot down, right hand down, making the transition for Vinyasa. Chaturanga, upper facing dog, downward facing dog. And from downward dog, knees down into the floor. See to your heels. And take a moment here. As you might hear, starts raining. Just simply noticing the quality of your breath. This is just a very small break before we continue with our back bending. Going deeper into our back bend sequence. Moving into camel pose, lifting the hips, separating your knees. If you feel that you need a little bit of support, you can bend the mat and bring a little more cushioning into your knees. Yes, you can tuck your toes under the first round if that feels good. Hands supporting your low back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, pressing your hands and start leaning back. Really feeling that opening of the chest, opening of the front line of the body. Maybe going even deeper with your hands into the heels. If your neck is okay, drop the head back. Good, slowly coming up. And on the exhale, release your heels, your feet, and take a moment into child's pose. This is decompressing the low back. Feeling the effects of the back bend. Feeling what happens when you open the chest, when you open your heart space. And we have one more opportunity to feel that in this pose, because we are going to go for a second round. Lifting the chest, walking the hands back. Maybe going deeper into this second round, since your back is a little bit more open. Separating your knees, inhale, open the chest, exhale, start leaning back. And keep allowing your breath to guide you through this pose. If your breath is not really happening, if you're short and shallow, maybe you're going too deep. So notice that. Let's come up slowly, 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 hands into your low back, sitting into your heels. And this time, bringing the knees a little bit closer towards each other and resting the chest into your thighs and your arms back. variation of embryo pose, forehead down. Notice the effect. And this pose has not just on the back line of the body, but also in the front line of the body. Good, inhale, lift the chest, hands down. Of course, your toes under, downward facing dog. Good. And from downward facing dog, offer your heart forward, coming into a high plank, stay into a high plank, moving into a side plank. So you can release your left knee down if you want to go the variation with modification, or you can do with both feet. Both feet are looking to the right, lifting the right arm up. Nice. Any variation here is welcome. Maybe you bring your right foot into your left thigh, or maybe you bring your right leg up. Yeah, just play with it. Play, if you fall, no worries. And exhale, right foot down, right hand down, back into a high plank, and moving to the other side. So swinging to your right side, to your right hand, left arm up. Stay here, or maybe you can bring your left foot into your right thigh. Maybe you can bring your left foot up, playing with it. Strong upper body. Exhale, left foot down, left hand down, all the way down into the floor. All the way down. Yes, good. Continue with the back bending here now. Bending the knees. And since we already did 2 rounds of camel, you might feel ready for both pose. So if this doesn't feel good for the back, you can do locust pose where your legs are straight and your arms are back. Yes, or maybe interlacing the fingers and lifting the chest. If you feel ready for a deeper back bend, you can bend the knees and you can hold your ankles. And in the next inhale, lift the chest. Nice. Yes, good. And feel the opening of your front line of the body. Keep engaging, not squeezing, but more engaging the belly to protect the low back. And see if you can roll forward and back just a little bit. Just a little bit is enough. Good, and on the exhale, release down. Release your legs. Release your hands into the floor, forehead resting into your hands. And breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Feel that emptiness and the exhalation. One more inhale. Exhale. Feel the body melting down into the floor. Good. Hands down, side to side of your chest, feet closer towards each other. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, active child's pose where your feet are tucked under. And we're resting the hips close towards your heels. Long deep breath. Good. From here, walking the hands back. Slowly towards your feet. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Nice. And since we have the toes tucked under, we're just walking the hands back and we are lifting the knees, making the transition into a squat position. So walking the feet as wide as the mat, coming into a squat. And from here, hands together. Just taking a moment. Hip opening can also be a way to decompress the low back. Sometimes, as we say in Yin, that the problems in the low back or the pain in the low back might be coming from the tightness of the hips. Good. And on the exhale, release your hands down again, moving into crow pose. So from here, sending the chair forward and see if you can balance into the crow. Take your time. One foot, the other foot. If your both feet are off the mat, bringing your big toes touching. And if you want to try, jump back. Good. And bending forward into chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step in the right foot in between the hands. Release your left knee down. Opening your right foot to the side, moving into lizard pose. So from lizard, forearms down if that is available for you, or maybe on the block, and you can also lift the left knee off the mat. Working with the hips now. Long deep breath. Exhale, left knee down. Walking the hands towards your hips and your right foot to the other side. Good. In pigeon pose, we're going to stay a little bit longer. So adjust your hips. If you need any cushioning or any modification, go ahead. Once you're ready, exhale, offering your heart forward. And stay here for 5 deep breaths. Deep work on the right hip, on this side. Feeling into the right hip. Working with the energy lines running through the side body. In this case, the gallbladder meridian. It's allowing the energy to move by pressing and compressing those energy lines. You allow the chi, the prana, to move freely. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, walking the hands back. Moving into King Pigeon. So King Pigeon is a back bend. Continuing with the back bending. If you would like to, you can bring the right foot a little bit closer to your pelvis. And in this way, you have a little more grounding here, bending your left knee. So this can be your variation for today. But if you want to maybe go deeper, you can bring your left foot closer towards your buttocks and your right arm up. And see how it feels. See how it is without pushing. As we are quite open now into the back, maybe this variation feels a little bit easier. Exhale, release your hands, both hands down. Good. Pressing the hands into the floor and push and lifting the right leg up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Exhale, bending your right knee. Option 1 is stay here. Option 2, the wall thing, resting your right foot down and lifting the hips high, opening the chest, opening the heart. And on the exhale, coming back into a downward facing dog. Make your way into downward facing dog. Nice. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale. Step the left foot in between the hands and release your right knee down. Finding lizard on the left. So walking the left foot to the side, maybe with the forearms down, maybe on a block, maybe the right knee off the mat. So feeling into the left side this time. And exhale, right knee on the floor. And walk your hands back just to bring the chest up and swing the left leg to the side. Nice. Pigeon. So pigeon on the left, walking the hands forward, resting the forearms, or go all the way down if that feels good for you. We stay here for 5 deep breaths. Really feeling into your left hip. How does it feel? Does it feel tight? Does it feel open? Does it feel like you're doing something? Maybe you need to go deeper. Let's go into King Pigeon once you're ready. The next inhale, lift the chest, walking the hands back. Adjust your feet if you need, your left foot especially. Your right foot can be where it is. And you can stay in an upright position or maybe into our sleeping swan position with the chest close to the floor. Or going into King Pigeon, bringing your right foot closer. Nice for the quadricep. And bringing the left arm up. See if you can take a hold, both hands. Opening the chest. Just 3 more deep breath here. Keeping your core engaged. And exhale, release slowly, taking your time, releasing down. So both hands now into the floor. We are gonna come out of our pigeon. Inhale, push, and lift the left leg up. Coming up into a 3-legged dog with the left leg up. Bending your left knee and moving into the wild thing. Sending the hips high. Opening the chest. And on the exhale, coming back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, last vinyasa. Inhale, offering your heart forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, from here, walk or jump your feet in between your hands and sit down. Slowly. Well done, ladies. Stretch your legs forward. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, offering your heart forward. Paschimottanasana. We are going to stay here for 5 deep breaths. As we also, after all the back bendings, once you do the like counter pose. And the counter pose for the back bends. This is one. To stretch the other side. To stretch the back line. Imagine that with the crown of the head, you are reaching towards your feet. You're really creating a space in between vertebrae. Good. And from here, inhale, lift the chest. And on the exhale, walking the hands back, taking your time. All the way back. Good. Bending the knees. Reverse table. So bringing your hands into the same line of the shoulders, opening the hands a little bit wider. Inhale, lifting the hips as high as you can, and drop the head back. Stay here and get your inner thighs. And exhale, release down. Good. Feet together. We are gonna prepare for the more yin part of the practice. As we say, we wanted to dedicate the last part of the practice with a more yin approach. Yes. So it's a more yang to yin approach today. Feet together. If it feels too much, remember you can separate your feet, or you can send your feet away from the pelvis, or use the blocks under your knees. And we're gonna go into a reclined butterfly. So keeping your pelvis into the floor, resting the back on the block or on the bolster. You can support the head with the block. And if you have the tennis ball, I haven't said that before, but you can use the tennis ball to support the back of the head. Yes. So see how it feels for you. Maybe it moves a little bit until you find the position where you can cultivate stillness. Your arms can be above the head or side to side. So find your variation for this more restorative pose where we are allowing the bodies to relax, to release. Closing the eyes, even if you have like a small towel, you can cover your eyes if that feels good. For some people, this can be also like really resting. And allow your breath to begin to start getting deeper. And feel your breath, your body, your mind, simply slowing down. As we start holding these poses for a little bit longer time, we have more time to feel. We have more time to notice what happened when we slow down. Maybe it's easier to become aware of your breath, aware of your body sensations, aware of any tension, any tightness. And simply allowing the unwinding of your body. Instead of trying to relax, we approach these poses by allowing our bodies to become softer. Sometimes we are so used to try and to push that even we try to relax in the same with the same approach. It's like pushing and trying, and or maybe it's just that impression that I have for myself, my own practice. Sometimes I become impatient during the relaxation. To relax faster and deeper. It's allowing the softness to happen naturally. Last minute here in this shape to help us to create more space on our chest and our heart space. And after all the back bendings, Maybe our mood has changed. Maybe the energy has shifted. As we are working with the heart space, and you may feel the shift already. Allowing ourselves to be more compassionate, more kind, more gentle with yourself, with the process. Allowing. 3 more nourishing breaths here. And once you're ready, exhale, hands down. Remove the block behind the head if you're using it, and bring your knees together and roll to the side very slowly. And put everything to the side. And bring your knees towards your chest when you are lying on the floor. Knees to chest, and hug your knees. And roll side to side. And we have 2 more yin poses. It's gonna be a spinal twist. So any version of the spinal twist that feels good for you, take it. You can go with one leg over the other, or without the crossing of the legs, and bringing the legs towards the left side, look into your right shoulder. If today feels too much, maybe a bolster, maybe the pillow under your legs can support you. If you feel like going deeper, maybe the pillow can be over your right thigh, so you can add some more body weight into your thighs, into your legs. And notice how it is, how the spine feels. So working with the neck, with the chest, with the arms, lungs, large intestine meridians running through the inside of the arms. Long deep breath. Dedicating the last minutes of the practice to create space and to breathe, to take longer inhalations and longer exhalations. Let's take 3 more nourishing breaths on this side of the twist. Inhale. Once you're ready, back to the center. And release the binding on your legs, release. And bring your feet, both feet into the floor. Separate your feet hip width distance apart. And drop the knees to the right and drop the knees to the left. Just a few times. Just to unwind the hips. Good. And back to center. Let's go to the other side, left leg over, if that is a variation that you did on the other side. Maybe you can do a game. And dropping the legs to the left, looking to the right. Feel this side of the twist of the spine, of your ribs, of your chest, of your neck, and also your lower body, your hips, your IT band. Maybe you feel that gentle stretch on the side body. It's gonna be the last minutes for final relaxation. Breathing through the tension, breathing through the tightness. The poses help us to release in areas that we cannot access if we were not in these poses. Really taking advantage of the twist practice. This time on the mat. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. Inhale, legs back to center. Slowly. And release both feet into the ground, into the floor. Hug your knees one more time. Decompress the low back, rolling side to side. And preparing for the final relaxation. So if you need any other movement or pose, please go ahead. If you need any support for the knees or maybe a blanket, go ahead, take your time. And allow your body to rest on the mat, on the ground, on the floor. And feel the deep relaxation. Feel the deep resting. Feel the deep softening and unwinding. The surrender of your whole body. And I like to read a quote that emphasizes the importance of that grounding, of that deep connection with our bodies, of that deep connection with the earth. And say, flying starts from the ground. The more grounded we are, the higher you can fly. Really taking this time to connect with the earth, to connect with your body, and to exchange the energy with the ground, with the earth, with Mama Earth. Enjoy your Savasana. And once you feel right again, start breathing a little bit deeper, feeling back into your body. Feeling the belly rise and falling. And just when you feel ready, introducing some movement again. With your toes, with your fingers, with your head. And only when you feel ready, let's get the last deep stretch. Feet together, arms above the head. Stretch deep one more time. Roll to the side on a fetus position.
Coming back into meditation posture. Take your time, just when you're ready. Let's dedicate the last minutes of the practice to feel the bodies in this moment, to check in again, to notice the changes. You feel the tissue much more open than before. It feels a little more energized. As the body is open, the energy can flow freely. Checking in, see how it feels for you. Having that deep connection with yourself and here and now. And together, take a moment to say thank you. Connecting with your heart, what truly matters to you, something that you want to say thank you to. Feeling in the heart. And closing with one arm. Inhale through the nose. Namaste. Thank you so much.